I went camping with the boys, and this one action throughout the camping trip really stuck out to me, and it felt so manly to do. But before that, let's set the scene. So I flew out to California. I met with the guys. We drove 5 hours into Northern California, where it's just hills, trees, and that's it, into a camping site, and we set up camp. We were completely off grid for like a few days, so we had no cell connection. I was actually texting through satellite, texting my mom, but that shit drains your battery, so you got to be careful when you use it. So basically what I'm saying is we had no connection. We just had food, alcohol, and water, and that's it. Now, mind you, it's April. The weather is still kind of chilly, especially in Northern California. So it was about 60 to 70 degrees. And so we bought firewood, right? So we started the fire, and we realized that we didn't have enough wood to fully last us the trip. But we had wood. But in order for us to stay warm, we had to keep the fire on like all day. That's where chopping wood comes in. We had this shitty little axe, and we were surrounded by, wood all around us. And obviously it has to be dead wood for it to burn. And some of it was soaked, some of it wasn't, because it had just been raining for a few days prior to us getting there. Actually, we got there towards the end of the rainstorm, and so a lot of the shit was fucking soaked. So in order to get the wood from the forest to burn, we had to chop it up into small pieces. So we would go into the wood, we would go into the forest, bring out wood, and then we would have to chop it into small pieces. And like I said, we had this small axe, and one of my boys, his name is Adrian, he was the first to chop wood, right? He didn't even think about it. He just went straight to it and started chopping some wood. And then I was sitting by the campfire, right? While he was chopping wood. He chopped up the log, put it in the fire, kept the people warm. And when I saw him chop, because he chopped a big log with the small axe, and that's a challenge, you feel me? Like, that takes time, that takes effort. And so me seeing him do that, I just had to do the same thing. Like, if I didn't chop wood like he did, I'd feel like a fucking bitch, because that's exactly what I would be, because I'm letting another man keep me warm. What the fuck? Now that I put it like that, that's kind of crazy. And so right after him, I got straight to chopping wood, bro. And it was like that scene in the Avatar where you see all the fucking past avatars. It was like I was connected to my ancestors. Just chopping fucking wood, boys. With nothing, with some boots, a tank top, and that's it. I was chopping wood. That shit was an exercise, because we had a small axe that wasn't the best. It wasn't that sharp, but it kept us warm, so fuck it. Shout out that Cobalt axe. And so it just felt so primal, just sitting there chopping wood, keeping the fire going. After my turn of chopping wood, I sat back down on the fire, and I tried to explain to my boy Aiden. Well, he didn't see what I saw, right? He didn't feel the need to chop wood, right? And so I asked him, I'm like, yo, you don't feel like that itch that you need to scratch? Like, you just saw me and Adrian chop wood, right? You saw two men chop wood, and you're not gonna chop wood? You know what I'm saying? Like, well, as soon as I saw Adrian chop wood, it was an itch. I had to scratch it. I had to fucking prove myself. I had to chop a big log just like he did. And I had to keep the fire going. And so I'm asking Aiden, why don't you feel the same? And he was like, oh, I mean, I don't really need to prove anything to you guys, right? And I was against him the whole time. And then he chopped wood. Then he chopped wood, and he understood what I'm talking about. Like, as soon as he chopped wood, he got it, bro. Like, you really just need to chop some fucking wood, bro. That's really what you just need to do as a man, bro. Just go chop some wood, keep the fire going. And then whenever we needed wood for the fire, we would just go fucking chop it, bro. We just all, like, took turns and went and fucking chopped it. Because we're fucking men, bro. And it was like after that whole conversation and the whole initial phase, After that, we were just in complete unison. Adrian would go, I would go, Adrian would go, and we would just chop fucking wood, bro. We obviously used some of the one we bought, but mainly it was straight from the forest. And we kept that fire going, and we cooked steaks on the fucking fire. We cooked hot dogs. We cooked hella shit on the fire. On a literal fire, bro. Like, it was it had a grill on top of it. It was like a man-made fire structure or whatever. But that shit was awesome, bro. I even cooked the steak on some outdoor boy shit. I wrapped it in aluminum oil. Not oil, fucking foil. Threw it into the fire, bro. Covered it with coals. I left it in for too long, though. That shit was well done. And I like my steaks a little medium well type shit. Medium rare whenever I'm feeling like it. I mean, I like medium well. That's what I like. We're a little bit of blood, just a little bit. And so the experience of just chopping wood and camping really just like takes you back to like your ancestral roots. And after those few days of being out there, like, I was just excited to get back. I got back yesterday. I got back to work. I got back to building my businesses. And it just rejuvenated me. Like, something as simple as like chopping wood, bro. And sure, you can go to the gym, but it's not the same as fucking chopping wood. Going to the gym is not the same as chopping wood. Chopping wood is way more masculine, bro. Like, it has fucking purpose, bro. Like, you got to keep the fire going. Go chop that wood, nigga. Go be a lumberjack. Bro, the boys were calling me a lumberjack because I got like a full beard and I'm a hairy ass motherfucker. Well, not like Middle Eastern type hairy where you got hair on your back. But you know what I'm saying. Next time we go camping, though, we're going to bring a fucking axe. And maybe we should bring less firewood. Maybe we should challenge ourselves to bring less firewood so we have to gather more wood. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do next time, bro. Because that shit was awesome, bro. Just camping with the boys. Now, this video is sponsored by me, boys. So if you need your credit repaired, right? If you have something negative on your credit, or you have no credit at all, and you need to build it from scratch, me and my team can help you with that, bro. For just $99 a month, we can either fix your credit or build it. So if you guys are interested in my program, click the link below and let's get started. Also, in that camping trip, I took mushrooms. Please don't snitch on my mom, guys. Please don't tell her. So I took mushrooms, and it was like a bright sunny day. It was the perfect day. It was kind of cold. I had a sweater on, but it was the perfect day. And so in this trip, I was looking at the mountains. The mountains were so beautiful. The trees were covered in like this little swirly thing. It wasn't moss, but it kind of looked like the evolution of moss or whatever that may be. But one big thing I realized in this mushroom trip is that I'm not the creator, but I'm a creator, right? Like, we're all made in the image of God. We're all children of God. He is the creator. He is the creator. So you look at nature, you look at all these huge mountains, especially in the area that I was at. It was just surrounded by beautiful mountains. California is just long and beautiful. And you look at all this. I can never create a mountain like that because I'm not fucking God. But I'm still a creator. I can create within my limitations, whatever that may be. But there are limitations, and at the same time, there aren't. Because on the plane ride back, I was sitting in the plane. I'm like, wow, man created this. A fucking aircraft that travels like 300 miles per hour and gets me across the country in 5 hours. A man did this. So our limits are fucking, like, we're children of the creator. Our limitations is, you know what I'm saying? Like, is there even a limitation? Yes, obviously there is. But it's so, like, the ceiling is so high for us. And so it made me realize that the people who are rewarded in life are the ones that create something of substance. because God is the creator. He wants you to create. He wants you to be like him. And when I say create, it could be something as simple as a good household. You could create a good household to raise children, take care of animals, run your own food, whatever. You don't have to create something astronomical. You just have to create in your own aspect. Like right now I'm creating this video about my camping trip and my mushroom trip, and that's what I'm creating. You have to create something for yourself. I'm creating this piece of content, I'm creating my business, and I'm basically doing what God would want me to do. He would want me to create. He would want me to talk to the people. And so that's what I realized in this mushroom trip. Like, sure, it was beautiful, you know, you have beautiful colors. I was chilling in the grass and it was great, but that was my main takeaway from my mushroom trip. And you know, being with friends was fun, boys. Like, you can't do this every fucking day, but you can certainly do it every now and then. Like, that was just a quick little reset for me. Now I'm back to Jersey, to my home state, and I'm here to fucking work. I'm here to create content. I'm here to scale my business, which is number one priority. And that's what I do, boys. As far as this video, that's all I have to say. Nothing else pops up in my mind. So thank you for watching today's video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.